Hi everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Mage Hand Mondays. Today is a very exciting day because we're starting a new mini-series and I completely didn't finish updating the overlay at all. So I'll do that shortly because my brain's all over the place today. But before that, let's sort out all of our things. Hang on a second. Lol. I'm a pro streamer. Send. Before we go into any of that, please check out our social links. You can find our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Did you notice the scheduled tweets didn't go out for the show? Ah, fuck. You know, last week was real stressful, everyone. There was some stuff happening behind the scenes. And I was real stressed. But, hey, we'll get a tweet up very, very soon. We'll get a tweet up very, very soon. Now, I know I've got some she, they pronouns somewhere. Oh, I don't have any she, they pronouns. Okay, we'll get some of those up. Check out our social links. We've got Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Go and check them all out. And have fun over there. Also, check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Mage Hand Press. Who run this crazy game. We're going to be playing the High Seas expansion today, which is an expansion which allows you to play on the seas as respectable officers and naval people of the nautical persuasion, not necessarily pirates, but probably pirates. Probably pirates, I think it's fair to say. Also, their Dark Matter book was recently released for hardback, and you should go and check it out. Also, check out the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many released this wonderful deck of many things. I picked up the Star first time today. Could this be a sign for our players? We'll find out. The Deck of Many animated things. Also, animated spell cards for 5e. There's all sorts of wonderful things there. All sorts of wonderful things. And you should check that out, too. Lastly, but most certainly not leastly, Hero Forge. I haven't actually looked at the Kickstarter since last week, but I'm hoping since it's Monday they might have updated it with new goals and things. Surely we hit 1.7 mil over the weekend. Surely, because this Kickstarter has been popping off. What's the Kickstarter that's been popping off all about? Coloured minis, everyone. Coloured minis. We are so close to 1.7 mil. We haven't quite hit it, but we're very close. And no features unlocked yet. No more features yet. It looks like they're waiting to hit 1.7. Resin coloured, not like minis that are printed and then coloured. Minis printed in full colour. It looks astounding. Go and check it out. Go and check it out. Let's go around and say hello to everyone, starting with the wonderful Cammy Jewel. Oh, hi, Cammy.
Oh, hi. I'm Cammy. I'll be playing Merfolk Warlock. I've never played a Warlock before, so that's gonna be fun and full of confusion. And it's Merfolk is a Mage Hand Press race, and I'm choosing the subclass from Mage Hand Press High Seas. So that's exciting.
My goodness. My goodness. Yes, spellcasting as a lock is always fun, especially if you don't do it regularly. Yes. Next, let's go around and welcome back Lucky Halfling. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I'm Lucky Halfling. I will be playing Barreris, a Halfling Bard, and I've never played a Bard before, so this is a new one. I chose the subclass of Bard of Storm Singer, which is part of the Mage Hand Press expansion. I'm very excited to get to test this out and see what she can do.
I'm already super hyped. Next around we have Mahu Ailish. Oh, how are you doing, Ailish?
Hi, I'm doing great. So I'm gonna be playing a Halfling Void Cleric, and the Void domain is part of the Dark Matter, but I really wanted to test it out. So I'm going to be putting a pirate spin on it.
Honestly, I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait. Lastly, around the screen, but most certainly not leastly, we have Stella Luna.
Hello. I am Stella Luna. Today I will be playing Tao. She is a Tortugan, which is a turtle person a custom race written by Mage Press, I believe. And she is going to be a monk, Way of the Tide. And she's also a proficient cook. She's kind of obsessed about food. Be very interesting. I've never played a turtle person before.
So, today we are all going to start in a jail in a small port town near one of the main trade routes. Okay, we're not in the main town, but they have captured you all, and you are all accused of piracy. How about you all tell us a little bit about how you got here? Open floor. I'm not gonna put anyone on the spot.
Well, Moya was trying to not get caught as a pirate and locked herself in a cage with Tao to look like they were prisoners of the pirates. But the guys who boarded the ship did not buy it, so now we're in jail.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
So what, were you being boarded by pirates? Were you
No, we were being boarded by the authorities.
I see. I see.
And trying to not get caught as a pirate, we kind of locked ourselves in the cage below deck, trying to make it look like we were prisoners of the pirates. It did not work.
Failed
We
bluff
failed.
check there.
Yep,
Yeah.
failed deception.
So for me, Finian's motto and belief is that you only really appreciate things once they're gone. So I was going around and like taking things from people who really didn't appreciate them with the full intent to give them back. But the authorities don't really believe that part, that I was going to give it back. So that happened.
The worst. Honestly, the worst. When yeah. So far we have a thief and 2 failed con artists, right? Okay,
Not
good.
Thief.
Sorry. A possessionally challenged individual. Who's left? Who else is in this prison cell, and why?
My name is Barreras, and I am in this cell because I'm not really a pirate. I'm only kind of pirate adjacent. I'm kind of a friend of pirates. They like to keep me around, and they have me sing my little songs and distract people while they take things from a lot of the ports. Unfortunately, in this particular case, they were in some trouble, so I tried to help my pirate friends, and I cast invisibility on the cart and horse that were going to be boarded onto the pirate ship. Well, the horse whinnied, even though it was invisible, so the authorities were a bit skeptical that there wasn't anything actually happening on that gangplank. And I'm just not very fast, especially carrying around all of my instruments. I also am not very stealthy, so I didn't get away as fast. Some of my companions did. That's why I'm here alone. I'm really hoping somebody's coming for me.
So the cell you are in is made of sandstone, the old dry kind, which seems strange for the beach, but it's plentiful and around, so it's strong enough as well. No matter how much you pick at the cracks in the walls, you can't seem to make them wide enough to form an escape route. Bars on the windows, bars on the walls, bars on the doors, sorry, and none of that old-style pinion lock either, I'm afraid. It looks like the good stuff. You all are sentenced to hang under the new anti-piracy laws, which allows hanging without trial. A major controversy even for the aristocracy, but here we are. However, today there's something strange in the air. A sea mist has rolled in. And with it has come a grey, a darkness unknown, almost eerie, seeming to make all of the lights incandescent. It's a strange tide rolling in today. The superstitious of you may think superstitiously.
This could either be a great omen or a terrible one.
Fingers crossed, I guess.
So, is there anyone else in this area? Is there anyone like in the holding area who's watching us? Is our gear on the other side of the bars?
Is there a what, sorry?
Is our gear on the other side of the bars, or do we have access to our gear?
You do not currently have access to your gear. You can see that the keys are left annoyingly on a peg on the other side of the room. They're hanging on the wall. The guards leave them there on purpose, out of reach.
Are the guards there right now?
They just so happen to be.
Dang it. Okay.
However, they do not have their eyes on you. Their desk faces towards the main door. The keys are to their left. Your cell is on their right. They face the entrance to the prison.
Okay.
They're not focused on you. Thank you very much, Sphinx, who donates everyone an advantage.
Okay. Can they see the keys, like, from the way they're facing? So if I were to try to move those keys, would they notice that?
It's gonna be peripheral vision. I would say it depends on how stealthy you are.
Okay. Hey, does anybody in this group have a... I kind of want to cause a distraction, because I think I can get those keys.
So, if we have a couple of minutes, I could maybe make them not jangle as much, and maybe make things a little bit quieter for us, but it's gonna take a few minutes.
Okay.
And I start to ritually cast silence on the guards at the door.
Oh, that's not gonna work! Oh no!
Ritually casting silence. What does this ritual look like? Do you have any components or anything that need using?
Oh, it's verbal, and somatic. So I start trying to like hide behind the smaller ones and whisper as quietly as I can to hopefully stay.
Okay, make me a stealth. Yeah.
I'm gonna move in front of them to kind of, obscure vision a bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm naturally stealthy, so I can be obscured by a creature that's one size larger than me. I'm a halfling.
Same!
Yeah. So...
Oh, that means that 3 of us are small size.
the one...
There.
We can
Okay.
almost fit through these bars!
Just towering over you guys.
My character is a turtle person who's only like 4 foot tall.
Oh.
This is awesome.
Okay, so sleight of hand check.
Let's make it a raw stealth. Make it a raw stealth because you got the verbal components in there as well.
Okay. Go.
Hey, a 16's not bad. It's not bad. So it takes you around 10 minutes, but you are able to whisper and incantate. And the silence spell is cast on the room. As the silence spell lands on the room, 10 minutes later, the door opens,
Oh no.
making no sound. Soldier comes in, rips off a salute. stands aside, and a cook comes in with meals. So far, no one has exchanged any words. Who would like to roll? I'm feeling flippant today. We're not gonna even use a D&D rule. Who would like to roll me a luck roll?
I'll do it.
It sounds like
How do you
Cammy.
do that?
I would like
do
you
that?
to roll a D100. Low is good.
Okay.
36 isn't bad. That's not bad. You have a 36% chance of them not saying anything. The cook comes in and sort of like, you can tell perhaps they don't get on so well with the guards from the way they leer at them as they come through. It's an older man with a long beard which almost drapes in your soup. And he sort of is hobbling along with a... He hasn't got a peg leg, but he walks as though he might do. He's got a severe limp which has put a hunch in his shoulder as he walks across, and his right eye almost pops open as he eyeballs the other guard. The guard looks at him, but it looks like they tolerate him more than anything else, and on this occasion, choose not to say anything. He comes over to the bars, both soldiers now facing dead straight, not looking at you or him, and opens the hatch on the floor to slide the food under. He looks up and looks at you all and goes,
I break concentration on it.
You break concentration, you don't have to. He's not raising the alarm.
Hold off.
Make me a performance check! Please, Burrs, make me a performance check! Okay, on an 11, what were you trying to convey there?
Hey, something along the lines of, yeah, this weather's really weird. I can't hear anything. What?
A tendril of mist, like a tentacle, snakes its way through your barred window, moving more like a solid than a mist, and makes its way down the wall. Is anyone standing close to it?
I guess I would be, because I was being obscured.
What is your passive perception?
It is, I believe, 15?
Oh, you see this clearly. You see this mist come through and the way it
Oh.
moves like a solid object.
I touch it. I just poke it.
Please make me a constitution save.
Oh no.
This is a great time to let everybody know about the voodoo that is going to be used in today's show. Hi. When you need strange things from the depths, what better than the Deck of Many, right? But we can't just... Scrat can't just use the Deck of Many. It's available on donations, but it's also available through the hype train. Those of you who have been here in the last couple of weeks may be used to this by now. If you donate, if 3 people donate 100 bits or tier 1 subs, we start the hype train. The hype train, each level we complete unlocks new gifts. Twitch will give you some emotes for each level. I believe it goes Griffin at level 1, Bigfoot at level 2, an Oni at level 3, the Dragon at level 4, and a Unicorn at level 5. I said that one was solely corny, and someone argued that they just didn't get it. I mean, come on. Unicorn, solely corny. Come on. Anyway, however, we also give out gifts for the hype train. If we hit a level 1 hype train, all of the players get 2 advantages. If we hit a level 2 hype train, the players get no advantages, and instead I get 10 disadvantages to use against them. If we hit level 3, I get no disadvantages, and instead everyone gets 2 natural successes to use at their discretion. If we hit level 4, no automatic successes. Instead, everybody draws from the deck of many. If we hit a level 5, all of those things happen simultaneously. And Scrat gets very distracted as he uploads the overlay. Deck of many. Anyway, as you touch this thing, the con saves are 13. Roll me a d4. Okay. And then roll me another d4.
Oh no.
You take 2 cold damage and 1 psychic damage as you touch this thing. This tentacle of mist is something from beyond. Beyond the veil. Below the sea, perhaps. The thing that old sailors whisper of at night. The thing's lurking in the mist.
I can touch it, though.
You can touch it, yeah. It feels like mist. It does feel like dense mist.
Okay, I definitely drop the concentration on the silence then, at that point. And just start grabbing whoever's next to me and try to draw there.
As the silence drops, immediately the cook bursts into like sound. He's going, "Do you mean the mist?"
The weather, it's really weird. It's really bizarre. Did you not notice? Oh, I can hear myself again.
Hey, quiet yourselves. Get the food in and get out, you old man. Ow, you soldiers.
Okay,
What's up, Finian?
Does anybody else see that? And I just point.
Oh.
Don't touch it. It's bad.
That appears to be a problem. I'm going to turn and attempt to mage hand the keys to bring them closer to us.
Okay. And what kind of components do you need to use for mage hand?
It's only verbal and somatic.
Okay, only verbal and somatic? Only verbal and somatic. Okay. In that case, give me a stealth roll, please.
Okay.
Remember, you do all have advantages to use.
Yay. I might need it.
Hey, that's not too bad. Did you use an advantage on that?
Yeah, I'll take advantage on that.
Okay,
Take
cool.
the
So
17.
on the 17, the guards do not notice this spectral hand appear and begin maneuvering the keys. Why, I hear you ask? Because there is a loud scream from outside somewhere in town. Both guards look at each other and then rush to look out the window.
I'm just like very quickly like summoning my hand to come back to me like, come on. And as soon as it gets to me, I will jam that thing, if I can. It's probably like way up here, like into the thing and be like trying to get us out. Could someone who's taller help?
Should we maybe see what's outside before we get out there and realize?
If we don't get outside of this cage, we might never get back outside.
Okay. Fair.
Do you need me to take over with those keys?
Please, they're just out of reach. If I were just another inch taller, it would be right
My
there.
full 5'4" is gonna take me.
My goodness, when 5'4" is the difference.
It's a towering force.
My goodness.
And try to be as quiet as possible. And slowly turn the key so it's at least open. And
Okay.
then hide the keys. So they
So
don't know.
Give me a sleight of hand check, please.
Of course you say
Guidance. Guidance.
that. What's that? That's a D4? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a D4.
Seems legit.
Oh, but I don't think you need it.
24.
On a 24, you hear the click-clack of the lock turning, and you have unlocked the door. Now there is a loud explosion from outside. And another, and another, and another. The sailors amongst you will recognize the peal of cannon fire, as it seems someone has entered harbour and is attacking the town. Explosions happen inside the walls, and you hear many screams. The town loses it and begins panicking. The two guards say we better get out there, grab rifles with bayonets from the wall, and rush out the door.
Tao will look over to Amoya and say, Captain, I think it's time to go. And she's going to whoosh, just punch the unlocked door open.
You sure can. Unfortunately, the guards back into the room. They rushed out full of glee, and now, not glee, but full of vigor at least, and now they are backing up, guns pointed out the door. Two tentacles dart towards them, turn green, then black. The soldiers darken, go green themselves, blacken, and fall to the ground. But not, they sort of mold into goop as they hit the floor. As if they'd been reduced to primordial soup.
Ugh. I think we should avoid touching that mist stuff. That mist stuff looks bad.
I look at
Or
my own finger.
You
Yeah,
might want to get that checked out
later.
later.
But
Uh,
it's cool. That's cool.
we should really get out of here. Like now.
Do we know if our equipment is in a chest somewhere in this room?
Your equipment could well be in a chest in this room somewhere, yes. Make me a survival investigation or perception check.
Okay. Tao will look around. With a 10.
I think this is the right track, because this Neverwell Shanty ain't right, is it? Let's kill that for a second and try this on for size. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's a lot better, right? On a 10, you can see a chest in the room. It is locked. There is a padlock on the outside of the chest.
I'm gonna summon my rapier and try to hack the lock off.
Please do. Make me an attack roll.
Ooh, yay. Do I hit the box?
An 11 will just about hit the music. Roll me in damage. With an 11 piercing damage, you can pop your rapier expertly into this lock, knocking the pins out the other side, and the lock falls away as though it was nothing. At the door
Ooh, no.
stands a creature. Can anyone make me a wisdom save?
Ooh.
I'll do that.
Anyone who wants to look at the creature this is.
Yeah, I would.
Fantastic. Let's go and see if I can find something in this PDF that will match what I'm thinking of. Hi. Oh, that looks cool. That'll work. In this room, there stands a large elemental that seems to be made full of mist. Anyone who rolled more than 12 on their perception check on their wisdom save will be able to see it. It forms a creature that has a many tentacled beard and tentacles flowing from its head, and sort of stands almost humanoid with long claws that also reach out like tentacles.
I'm gonna use one of my tentacles and kind of wave. Kind of like a hey.
There is another peal of cannons from outside. Boom, 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 and the room shakes as your prison cell is obliterated. Pieces of debris fly across the room. Everyone make me a dexterity save.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, Fabian.
Well, hey, XSplit. What you doing? You okay there, buddy? Do you need a second? There we go. God knows what's been happening with this computer recently. All sorts of things. Yesterday, I had a Microsoft compatibility thing come up and take up 50% of my CPU. That was fun. We were live while it happened.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Yeah, it was great. Anyway, I like for people to roll their own damage. So, Ailish, why don't you roll me 2d8?
Why?
Okay. Finian will take 13 points of damage from the debris flying across the room, and everyone else will take half damage. We'll round that down to 6.
All right.
I shielded you.
However, that door is open, so you now have an open escape route should you wish to. However, in the meantime, please everyone roll initiative.
Ooh. Captain, I
Oh
don't
my
think
goodness.
it's friendly.
Can one of you all track initiative for me?
Sure.
Can you see mine? I got a pop-up that says,
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see yours
Okay.
at least.
okay.
Yeah, that always happens. It's because Roll20 likes us all to have tokens and stuff.
Oh.
There you go. Poor roll from me. So, whoever's tracking initiative, thank you very much. In the meantime, Stella Luna is up first. Tao! What does Tao do?
Tao is going to reach into the chest and try to find her quarterstaff.
And this chest is apparently quite long. And there is your quarterstaff sitting inside.
Excellent. So she'll pick that up. I'm not sure if you want to count that as an action or not.
No, I think picking up a quarterstaff, we'll call that a free action.
Okay. Looking at this creature, does it look more like a mist or like a solid corporeal thing?
It looks like it looks like it is made of pure elemental energy lying dormant in the mist. It is a physical shape. It looks like thick fog.
Ooh.
Like thick with 2 C's fog.
Oh, okay. Tao will take her quarterstaff into both hands, and she'll position herself between Amoya and this creature, and facing towards the creature. Captain, make sure you escape! I've got your back! And Tao will hold her action for, if it gets into melee range, she'll strike it with her quarterstaff.
Okay. Holding your action for if it comes into melee range. Great. Who's next on the initiative?
That would be me. So I'm gonna say, everybody out! And I'm gonna... I still have my rapier, so I'm gonna pick up my stuff and move my full... No, I'm gonna move 15 feet away from Tao.
Yeah. We'll say that your stuff was all put in boxes, like small crates, so you can just pick up the box and you have all your stuff.
Like when you leave a job?
Yeah,
A little
kind
box.
of.
I'm just gonna be like, come on, Tao, we gotta go.
Thank you very much. We've had 2 bit donations in the last 5 minutes. Are y'all trying to start a hype train? Anyway, Stella Luna, you get an extra advantage from Michael Wayne.
Thank you, thank you.
Next in the turn order is Breris.
Alright, I'm of course going to pick up my stuff, and then I'm going to turn to this foggy beast, and I am going to shoot finger guns, which is a mage hand press cantrip.
It is?
Yes, it is! And it does force damage. Let's see if I can make it... I think I'm just gonna have to type it in, because I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, off and the way. I do understand that the boys and girls at Mage Hand Press are working to get Mage Hand Press content included, a compendium and Charactermancer stuff, but we're not sure where that's going to come from yet. So with the finger guns, is it like an attack roll? Is it a deck save?
It is an attack roll. I forgot to do that first.
No problem. And what's your spellcasting attack modifier?
Is +6, so 17.
That will hit. So you do 9 points of damage to this creature, and it looks like thunder and lightning occurs inside this fog cloud as you do, as bits of fog disperse as you hit them, and then slowly reform. And the creature gets larger.
I'm going to keep running towards Moya. I'm going to get there.
Thank you very much. And everyone, we have started the hype train. The hype train is running. Level 1 is our first goal to get 2 advantages for all the players. Thank you for that gifted sub, helping out with the sub train. Okay, so let's carry on. Next up is the monster. The monster...
Oh no, I don't like that.
I don't
noise.
like that sound. That was spooky.
I don't want to fight that thing.
Oh my
It is.
goodness, Rafe just donated 1,200 bits. Unfortunately, the advantages will not count from the actual bit donation, but at level 1 we do all get 2 advantages, and that means we are now guaranteed to get an emote. If you donate 100 bits now, you are guaranteed an emote, and we'll see what kind of what level we get to. The creature is going to use its ability Fog Bank. As it starts to shake just a little bit, it just begins to oscillate around as the fog moves. And it's like a dry ice shaker as fog pours out of it, filling the room, pouring out of the open escape route, and this area is now heavily obscured. Heavily obscured. Essentially, y'all are finding it real difficult to see.
Oh my. This could be not good. Not good at all.
In the darkness, Breris. Oh my
What
goodness,
about
all these bitties coming in. Hang on, I'm trying to type roles in the Zoom chat. That's not going to help me. Breris You feel an attack come your way.
Oh no.
Jesus. The first one, you feel the mist move around you. Perhaps you see a large tentacle pass by your face, or maybe just over your head. You can feel the momentum of it as it slams into the wall behind you, making a loud sound. Multi-attack, though. Does a 13 hit you, Burris?
It does indeed.
Oh. This will be fine. This will be fine.
This is fine.
I'm sure this will be fine. How much health has Burris got?
20.
Oh, you'll be all right.
I don't like the way you said that.
Take 15 damage as the tentacle slams into your side, catching you in the ribs and winding you, I'm sure, minimum.
Oh my, that really hurt. Ow.
We're still on level 2 hype train. Thank you so much, everyone. 52%. 60, flying up.
Oh boy.
Next in attack order is Finian.
Okay. So first, I don't like this fog cloud, so I'm gonna cast Destroy Water, which can destroy fog up to a 30-foot cube.
Nice, nice.
And just kind of get rid of it all. Does that get rid of the actual tentacles and/or the monster, perchance?
I am gonna rule that the fog in the room is gone, and the creature is back to their normal size, but they aren't actually a creature made of fog. They're made of elemental energy, is what the description is.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
they are gonna still be there, but now you can see the creature without the fog, as it looks like this slimy creature, like something you might find along the depths, a cross between a mudfish and a pilotfish, as it slimily looks towards you. And as soon as the destroy water is finished, the fog begins to cover its small form again.
Yeah, you put that mask back on, sweetie. And then
50 seconds to beat level 2, everyone. We're 20% away. So close. Carry on.
as a bonus action, cast Healing Word
Sure thing.
on Barris. So
Thank you.
So you get 5 hit points back.
Hey, it's better than a kick in the teeth. Looks like this is going to be a level 1. Looks like this might be a level 1 hype train rolling in.
Grab
Okay.
my stuff and start running.
Okay, so, no! Michael Wayne coming in right at the last second, gifting a sub to Oh Baby. And we're at a level 2 hype train. I get 10 disadvantages if it stays at level 2.
Oh no!
Not like this, says Rafe. 5 minutes to upgrade it.
stick around.
Woo!
Might be able to teach you a few things.
I still have alerts on. That scared the hell out of me. Geek
Oh.
Dice coming in with 5 subs. Thank you.
Yeah, keep going. Don't let him get the advantages.
I'm looking at someone. Anyway, let's. Michael Wayne also gifting a sub to Geek Dice. Geek
my
Dice, thank you for gifting the subs. Now you have one too. We're up at 97% of level 3 already. My goodness, there it is. We've hit level 3. Everyone is now going to get 2 natural successes. Wow, I should make the first 3 levels bad for you. It seems like real great motivation for everyone. So if we beat this level, we all draw from the deck of many. If we beat this level. Until then, we all get 2 natural successes. So coming back to the top of the round. Tao.
Hmm.
The creature did not move to within melee range.
Okay. Tao will move closer to Breris. And is the tentacle still sort of nearby Breris?
It's no, with the destroy water, all of the fog, including the tentacles, has attracted. You can just see, like, you know Tangela, the Pokemon? It sort of looks like a pilot fish mixed with a mudfish mixed with Tangela.
Okay.
It's not cute.
Someone might want to smooch it.
So instead of that, Tao is going to run up to the creature and is going to try to do stunning attack. Just gonna try to smack it right in the middle of its tentacles with her quarterstaff.
I like this.
Okay, so this is an attack. I'll use my advantage for that.
Sure, I'm not just gonna, like, gift you the 14, and you're glad of that, because the 14 wouldn't hit, so roll me on a second attack.
Okay. Oh.
Unfortunately, your quarterstaff does not land on this creature as it passes. It's weird, as you hit through its slimy form that you can see through the fog reforming, it doesn't, like, move out the way or block or anything. Your quarterstaff just kind of passes through it like honey. It's kind of viscous.
Okay. At level 5, I do get a second attack, so this will just be normal.
That one will hit.
Cool. So that's 3 bludgeoning damage, and it has to make a con save of 13.
It does not succeed.
Okay, so it is effectively stunned until the end of my next turn.
Stunned until the end of your next turn. Fantastic.
So I imagine this looks kind of like a windmill strike, and if you miss, one hits, and then Tao says, everyone, we must escape now!
I love Tao. That is an
I'll
amazing
hold them
voice.
off!
That's fantastic.
That's my turn.
Tao sacrificing themselves. Amoya.
Yes, I'm gonna say, don't be an idiot, come on! And I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind and try to blow us a path out of here. Yeah. Just move my full movement. 25 feet!
Yeah, sure. We'll say that the debris which have littered the path outside of the this wall, because this is a wall, this isn't an entrance. So it's kind of rocky. You're kind of on like cliffside rocks, you know the kind, and it clears the debris away, making it easier for you to get down the side there. Also, we have entered the last minute now. We have 50 seconds to hit the level 4 hype train. I think it looks like something like 3,000 bits, so something like 10 tier 1 subs or 2,700 bits, something like that. I'll redo the cameras. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Don't think so. I don't think I can. Come on. No, I don't. That's it.
That's it? Okay, if you're sure.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, so then, next in the turn order is Breris. We hit level 3. We got a level 3 hype train, everyone.
Alright. And I apologize, my internet seems to be being weird, so if I'm coming in choppy, I apologize.
It's all good.
Oh god.
We
how about...
switch places.
Yeah, I'm working on it. So
How
on a level
far am I?
3 hype train, you all get 2 automatic successes that you can use at your discretion. I'll put away my deck of many voodoo things. and start finding them nat 20s. Okay, sorry, how far away are you?
How far am I from Tau?
Oh, this room's not huge, so it's got to be 20 to 30 feet.
Okay. I'm going to run over and cast invisibility on Tau. And then I'm going to continue running towards wherever we think a way is.
Out of the wall?
I think we should probably get out of this room, shouldn't we? So I think I want to get out of this building, preferably.
Yeah, so I would say that the wall that everyone's been heading for is probably your easiest option. The wall that was blown in by cannon fire. So you can head off there. Amoya's already started blowing debris off the side of the mountain, making the path easier to traverse.
And hopefully blowing away some fog.
Oh, yeah, the fog too, yeah.
I'll keep following Amoya.
Between the destroy water and the wind, there is no more fog. Like, this creature is doing its best to create fog, but it's not enough.
Would you say that the wind was taken out of their sails?
But yes, I'm going to continue following Amoya and getting out of here.
By all means. The monster is stunned and cannot act. Last in the turn order is Finian.
Okay, so I'm gonna run and follow everyone and try to get after grabbing all my stuff. And I'm going to try my Void Light cantrip, which is a dark matter spell. So the monster needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Why are you making me save? How's a 13?
Does not make it to my 15, so it takes
7 radiant damage.
As I open a portal to the void, very briefly, and just keep running.
Yeah, and as you open this portal to the void, it sort of like opens like a vacuum, and bits of the monster are like towards it, and it's sort of like pulling away, like with the indifference that only a fish can muster in the face of danger. Fantastic. It takes that damage as you all run away, so you're all on the side of the cliff now, right? Everyone's out there except for Tau. So top of the turn order, Tau. Everyone else has left the building.
Tau will begin to book it. She will scoop down towards the tray of food, pick up any solid object that might be on the tray, and whisk out of the hole.
So now, correct me if I'm wrong, it was stunned until your turn?
The end of my turn, yes.
The end of your next turn. Fantastic. So you can leave as it is still stunned, unable to take reactions. This is scooping up. Sure thing. Well, something solid. There'll be a hunk of bread on there.
Banana?
Bread.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bread in one hand, quarterstaff in the other, running out the hole.
By all means.
I'm coming, Captain!
The 4 of you find yourselves on the cliff overlooking this bay. Now, this is going to be a pirate bay. Not a pirate bay. This is going to be a bay in somewhere like the the Bahamas, that sort of thing, early 1800s. Everyone tell me something about this bay. What does it look like? Let's go around. Let's start with Stella. Let's put you on the spot.
Okay, the palm trees here, they all have blue leaves.
Blue-leaved palm trees. Okay. Ailish.
So on the beach, as well as additionally sand, there's little bits of colored small rocks that the shore have been washed up with the waves.
I like that. Like colored glass, like sea-worn glass. Yeah.
Smooth.
Very nice. Very nice. And Jackie.
The water is so clear, you can see all the way to the bottom until you're about 20 feet out.
Very nice. Very nice. And Jackie.
The water is so clear, you can see all the way to the bottom until you're about 20 feet out. 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 20 feet out
Fantastic. Yes, yes, indeed it is. Normally obscured by fog at the moment, of course. Amoya.
It's half moon shaped and has some pretty gnarly rocks at the points.
Now, when you say gnarly, you mean like gnarled, twisted, or like gnarly, like skaters mean gnarly, like just.
I mean, you don't want to hit that with a boat.
Gotcha. The fog that covers the bay at the moment is a sort of murky green, making the whole place slightly reminiscent of a swamp, reflecting off of these blue leaves. It gives quite an eerie. However, the creature does not follow you. We'll calm down the burnt spirit there. It does not follow you. Instead, that should work. Yeah, there we go. You can see the green mist peeling away from this this ship towards the sea. The ship is covered in skulls, and you can see almost unearthly creatures moving around on its deck, even from this distance. On its sails are pure black. There is a flag that just has one skull on it. No crossbones, no hooks or rum or anything else. Just a skull with red eyes.
Anybody know whose ship that is?
Davy Jones?
I don't know.
Anybody know, Davy? Because I think we should get on that ship and get the HE double hockey sticks out of here.
Oh, so you want to go to the skull ship with the skull decorations?
Well, I mean, my ship has skull decorations. I mean, sometimes there's skulls.
Wait,
with
you have a
flowers.
ship?
I don't have a ship personally. The one I was riding on, which I'm hoping my friends are still here. I don't know if they're still here. I got caught. They did not.
Are there any other ships?
In a naval port here. You can see the HMS Dauntless, the SS Invincible, the Hercules, and the Santa del Maria, all in the bay. They are varying sizes. I wouldn't try and take the Santa del Maria by yourself. Commandeering that ship would take a crew of 50 men. However, some of the smaller ones, the Invincible, for example, is a much smaller vessel.
Oh, fine.
Carry on.
Sorry, I was gonna say, oh, fine. You want to commandeer one of the pretty ships, one of the ones that are all like cleaned up and like glowing in the sunlight. Fine, we'll try that.
I mean, I don't want to die. I don't think that's.
You have no sense of adventure. I am 115 years old, and I can tell you that it would be way more fun on the ship with the skulls.
Well, that ship appears to be currently occupied. Do you see those creatures over there?
Those creatures? Yes, I do see those creatures. That is a good point.
You
Well,
don't
look
wanna touch them. And
Look at this one, and she gestures over to the Invincible.
Well, fine, if you want to use logic.
Now, maybe the owners of the ship will learn a valuable lesson in not leaving their perfectly fine, perfectly stealable ships at port unaccompanied. So, I say we go for the Invincible, because these guys know better than to leave it unoccupied.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I found the example ships in the high seas thing. So the Santa del Maria is a man o' war. You also have the Hercules is a dwarven ironclad. What did I say? The Dauntless is a brig, and the Invincible is a it's just you know what? I think it might just be a schooner. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm all for the Hercules because it seems like we might need some defense. But if you guys want to go for the invincible,
Cal will stab the ground with her quarterstaff and just kind of shove part of the bread in her mouth. And, like, chewing around it, says, Captain, where do you want to go?
I think small and fast in this case is maybe better than big and slow when it comes to a getaway. So let's go invincible.
In the town, you hear another scream, high pitched, coming from the manor on the hill.
Should we maybe earn some money in the chaos?
Are you talking about stealing stuff from all of these houses, like that are empty because people are running around and panicked?
Or dead, yeah.
I do like money.
And dead people don't need their money.
It's true. It's literally a saying that you can't take it when you die.
okay, so we should find out who owns this ship. See if they're dead. And then if they're dead, it's definitely ours.
Yes. And if they're not dead when we get there, they might be when we leave.
Not sure how, you know what? We could just leave them almost dead and then take it.
Whatever's easiest, yes.
I think I like the way you think, Captain Amoya. So I guess we'll start pillaging. We'll start.
Okay.
I'm thinking we'll start with the manor because people are screaming and rich people live there. So
They have the most stuff to part with.
that's what I'm thinking.
As you
I'm
run
gonna-
up the hill towards the manor,
Yeah.
you encounter two skeletons rise from the mist. Let me desperately scroll down. The skeleton.
These
crew.
assholes. I'm
Do you think this is gonna be
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, by all means. Let's roll some initiative first of all, though, as they are trying to, you know, jump you.
Yeah.
I'll actually put these NPCs in the Roll20 next week. Someone could track initiative for me, but Cammy, you're up first. With that Eldritch Blast, just as we were saying. Great, perfect.
Yep, Eldritch Blast. It's a cantrip. Why would I? Yep. Range spell attack. Okay, how do
1d20 plus your spell attack.
D20 plus what was that? That was
Could be able to actually
plus
find you.
7.
Amoya. There you are.
Yep. I'm just trying to get Roll20 to do the thing, you know?
What we can do is change the output to an attack, and you should be able to roll it, and it should just roll it for you. Try rolling it again now. There we go. A 20's gonna hit.
Yes. 2 force damage. And I'm gonna do it again.
By all means. The 17 will hit.
17.
As these
Six.
two blasts hit this skeleton, it sort of like takes a step back on the first one, and the second one it takes a much bigger step back, but then brandishes its cutlass in a creaky sort of motion. These look like, have you all seen Jason and the Argonauts, the old one? Yeah, these skeletons move like that. Okay, next in the turn order we have Burris.
I'm going to shoot finger guns at it yet again.
Fantastic. We have 2. You going for the one that's already damaged?
Yes.
Fantastic. A 17 is going to hit. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, wrong command. There we go. 7 damage.
How do your finger guns tear this skeleton apart, Burris?
I turn around and go, finger guns! And they just, force damage goes into the center of the skeleton, shattering it from the rib cage out, and it crumbles.
Yeah, skeletons fly away. Bones, not skeletons. Bones fly away from it, and it crumbles into a heap on the ground, disappearing back into the mist as it sort of like does like a plop, and like you see the mist rise around it and then fall again. The other skeleton, looking at its friend, carries on brandishing its cutlass.
She looks at Captain Amoya and goes, and that's how you make spare ribs.
Next in the turn order, it's Tal. Just move on quickly.
Tal will windmill her quarterstaff again. She'll charge forward. She, like a bull, she goes, clear the way.
10 will not hit.
Okay.
Neither will a 10,
I'll
unfortunately.
use my bonus action for the unarmed strike.
16 hits!
3 damage.
Doing 3 damage. Yeah, you can like pop one of its ribs out or something if you like. It doesn't seem too worried, but it does attack you back. Okay. There's a chance here. There's a chance. Does a 15 hit you, Tal?
Oh, yes.
As it just swipes neat across you.
Ah.
On the okay, that should be 6 slashing damage. I fat fingered the 3. My bad.
Okay. I like the 6 a lot better.
Heart attack.
Oh.
Just 6
Oh.
damage there, just 6.
Ah, curse
The
ye.
most unholy of skeletons.
Sphinx says they'd like to take their advantages back.
I'm sorry, Sphinx.
So next in the turn order is Finian.
Okay, I'm going to, these guys are just so heartless. I'm gonna open up a portal to the void. So make that wonderful con saving throw.
Oh boy. Hey, actually, you know that 15.
15 makes it. So, and then yeah, I think that's all I can do right now.
Back to the top of the round then with Amoya.
Yeah.
A 13 will hit. Only 1 point of damage. The world's smallest Eldritch Blast fires across and hits the skeleton. A 19 also hits. Much better, much better. Let's see. We missed the void. We got the free bludgeoning. Quick maths. Yeah, this creature looks bad. Like you've blown it back again. Its bones are looking shaky as it rattles. Its breath rattles anyway. It's dead, so it's got a rattle, hasn't it? And it looks towards you with dead eyes. Well, sockets, really.
Why won't you die? I'm gonna, yeah, that's it. That's all they
Fantastic.
can do.
Well, that puts Breris up again.
All right. How far away is Tao from me? Is she just within
She's-
arm's reach?
Yeah, she's on the creature. You can walk up to them maybe 10 feet easy.
Okay. I will go up to Tao and give her heroism. Cast heroism on her. And so she's imbued with bravery until the spell ends. She's immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to spellcasting modifier on each of its turns. The spell ends if the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from this spell.
Nice.
So yeah. So I think that's 6 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I am also going to bring out my handy lute and give inspiration to Finian.
Thank you.
As I strum my lute and say, "Do the thing." That's it.
Beautiful. I feel inspired. I feel inspired.
Inspiration's a D8.
Oh,
Fantastic.
that's a lot.
After Breris, it's Tau.
Tao, feeling invigorated by this spell, will try again.
An 18 hits. A 9 is overkill. How does this look?
She windmills again, knocks the head off, and then she basically baseball bats the skull all the way into the distance.
By all means. You sink the creatures into the mist, and they fall. They are no longer an issue. The way to the manor house is clear. As you run up, you can see the candles are blowing out. You can see creatures moving around inside, however. As you approach, one of the windows in the top floor breaks as a humanoid person, let's call them let's call it a half-elf man in regalia that you'll recognize as one of the naval officers, falls on the ground dead in front of you. Like the mist parts as they hit the ground, and then slowly follows back around.
Oh no, shame.
Do we really want to keep battling these creatures all the way through this mansion?
Think of the gold.
I do like gold. Okay, fine.
If they're undead and there's a lot of them, I could help with that.
I like that. I like you.
Again, you hear that high-pitched scream from upstairs, followed by a, "Help me! Help!"
There's at least one living person.
You can help them by removing their valuables.
Now you know how I think.
Help me! I'm up here!
Should we go? Ladies first.
Sure, let's assess the situation. See if she's worth it. So I enter the house, I guess.
You do. As you enter the house, you can see the mist does not penetrate this building. It looks dark in here due to the lack of candles and the darkness outside, but it kind of looks like a normal house. You can see fine portraits on the walls. You can see silverware around and lots of other, possessions of, more statements than possessions. Look at all this. Look at this grandfather clock, pure gold, filigree, all that sort of stuff. And there are stairs right in front of you. You can also see on either side there are more rooms.
So I guess as I move through the house and towards the stairs, I'm gonna pocket anything of value or perceived value, I guess.
Sure. And seeing as we are playing a pirate campaign, I think any of you who have a backpack or pack with your stuff, you'll have a burlap sack as well.
Just like,
Tal will basically follow Amoya, and every time Amoya picks up something, that's a good find, Captain. Oh yes, impeccable taste. Oh, excellent. Oh, do you need me carry that one for you? Just basically like a puppy.
Just gonna steal all the forks. No other part of the silverware, just all the forks.
Just all the forks. Okay. So you can steal cake forks, dinner forks, salad forks.
All of them.
All of the forks. Got it. Got it. The really long ones, you know. Oh, maybe cheese fondue forks. Yeah, you can steal them all. Who knew how many forks there were until, yeah.
I'm gonna put 10 forks in my inventory.
By all means. Of varying size and use. Help me, I'm up here, help!
shall we?
Is anybody there?
Suffered enough.
I'm gonna go up the stairs. With
You're very loud. It's making this whole ransacking the house much unpleasant. Most unpleasant.
Yes.
Am I getting the annoying NPC right? The objective and NPC? Yeah. Help me! I'm up here.
Fine.
I guess. So move towards the noise.
I follow the captain.
They are upstairs. There's a bedroom door which is currently closed.
Guess
Tal
I'll just-
will attempt to. Whoosh.
By all means,
step
make me-
away and let her kung fu this shit.
Make me an athletics attack or an attack roll.
Do unarmed strike.
Of course.
Oh, can I use my advantage?
You can. We'll roll again though. I'm not just going to gift you the
Okay.
21. You know how I work.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, on an 8, you don't break your knuckles. But the door don't break either. It seems it's barred from the other side. Who's there? I heard you knocking.
Tal blushes, and she's going to clear her throat, kind of fix her clothes, and then she's going to use automatic success.
How does this look? How do you clear the door?
She'll fireman kick the door down instead.
Okay. So as you kick the door, it comes away from its hinges, splintering at the point where your foot hits it. You can see a dresser on the other side, which slides across the floor and topples over before the door follows it down. Inside is a rather beautiful tiefling. That's not it.
Well, hello.
There we go. This tiefling has long golden locks that hang around its pink skin. Its horns are small affairs that curl around almost like a pig's tail. He's wearing a pink doublet with a ruff of white and burgundy pantaloons, which go halfway down his knee with gold filigree down the side. Oh, thank you! I was afraid that the skeletons would get me.
Oh, fear no more. We are here. Wealthy tiefling person. What is your name?
Bilius! Bilius McGurbergruffin.
It's so nice to meet you, Bilius. What brought you to hide yourself in this particular room? Are you a member of this household, or do you work for this household?
No, I am a member. My father works for the Navy. He's a great sailor. I wish one day I could be one, but not at the moment. Not until I turn my 18th name day.
Ah, a youngin. Okay.
You have a ship.
Oh, yes, my father runs the Armada. He has access to all the ships. I know all the captains. I met them at parties and all sorts. Are you soldiers?
Ready to save? Yes, yes. Of course. And your father's name? Billy Senior?
It's okay, your head can be a little clouded. You just had a very rough day.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to remember his name. I just call him Papa. Neladral. Neladral McGurbeguffin.
Neladral.
Yes, Neladral.
Yes.
It's a very fancy name, gifted to him by the king. He's a human. I'm adopted.
Oh. Have you ever wanted to go on an adventure, Bilius?
Oh, I dream about it every day, but father says that if anyone was to board a ship before their 18th name day, the sea would swallow them and spit them out.
Now that's just silly, Bilius. Wouldn't you like to join us as we go on an adventure, potentially on one of your father's boats?
Oh my goodness, yes. Which boat are you thinking of taking?
Well, we really like either the Invictus or the Hercules. Which one of those is your favorite, Bilius?
Well, the Ironclad is rather fine, but I understand it would take a crew of 30 men to pilot it accurately. I mean, I've seen men around though. I could probably gather some. We could do something. Of course, the Invincible we could crew by ourselves, but 30 men. What am I saying? That's a full crew. I mean, we could probably get away with 10, right?
Probably. What do you think, Amoya?
King, for his first trip, let's start small. We don't want to overwhelm the boy.
Of course not. But we'd want him to be comfortable until eventually returning him to his father after gathering a small fee.
Hang a minute. Let me just. I'll get my things. And Bilius turns around to the fireplace, and puts his arm up the fireplace and draws a fine saber from its place in the chimney. Father doesn't know I have this.
We don't have to tell your father a lot of things.
Yes, that's right.
Forget all your valuables. It's important to keep them on your person.
Tao is like awkwardly standing in the background now, and she just kind of adjusts her backpack, and it just makes like clink, 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 clink.
Oh, I see you've brought knives too. That's good. That will help, right? If we were to take the larger ship, I mean, I'm sure one of you must know some more sailors, right? Scrat uses as a vessel to tell Amoya that she would know of a pirate's cove just maybe a couple of hours north that you could sail this boat to. You know of a fair number of crewmen there.
Mm-hmm.
Some of which Chat might know as well.
So let's take the big one. It's an adventure.
I'm thinking the big one sounds like a very good choice as well.
I just like the name Hercules more. Invincible's a little haughty.
Does he have like a suitcase under the bed or something?
No, I can't afford to pack right now, right? We're adventurers. We travel light and care not for material possessions. Ha!
Moya's gonna hold up her hands, which is just full of rings, and be like, I mean...
Can you at least show us where they are? Where the most valuable material possessions are?
Oh yes, we might need collateral, right? To bribe the crews. I see where you're going. I'll get my rings and jewelry too. And he takes a box from
Smart boy!
his dresser. Do you think I should bring my powders too?
No,
Yeah.
you don't need
Yes,
those.
yes. Bring everything.
Okay.
You should bring an extra pair of boots just in case.
Boots. I have no use for them. He gestures to his feet, which are high-heeled hooves, which have been inscribed with more gold filigree.
Oh, yes.
Good point.
Maybe a cloak.
Bilius is bougie, okay? Bougie.
They
Let's
see
have a
you
look.
a little code sometimes. Why don't you get a cloak?
Yes, I could grab a cloak and... oh, should I get like a thick leather one for sailing the open seas and weathering the storms that may be thrown at us? There's another peal of cannons outside and Bilius gives a... ah! And like dives onto the bed.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. We'll protect you. Just make sure you gather.
Say, you all look like you've been caught with your trousers down. Did they catch you while you weren't in uniform?
Yes.
If you too need garments, my wardrobe's just back this way. And he gestures to a door that looks like to another room.
I'm gonna go and be like, oh, thank you, that's so kind. And just go open the door and like loot the shit out of that closet.
I put on a cloak, but it's way too big, so it just trails.
This really is another room. It is the size of the bedroom. There are just there's 5 rails. One is of jackets, one is of pantaloons. There is a whole, underneath the pantaloons, there is a shelf just covered in fine silk socks and things. He doesn't wear socks, but they're there.
Are there drawers with the watches and stuff like that?
Yes.
All of it.
Someone roll me a d6.
Ugh. Should I? Or
Here, I got it.
You got it.
Oh,
What?
I don't got it.
Okay. And then someone else roll me a d12.
I got that.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I don't got that.
Okay. So the d6 was for how many thousands you have. The d12 was for how many hundreds. There is 1,120 gold pieces worth of clothing in this room that you can carry.
Now, Tao, I believe the captain is a bit too preoccupied with captaining.
Oh,
Perhaps
no.
you could hold on to this.
Yes, of course. Yes, I'll carry it.
Or
Captain,
you, Bilius.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I like that you're so helpful. It's a very great trait to have.
Well, I've heard the dead are roaming the streets and killing everyone. My mother told me to hold up here, that she was going to go and fight them.
Okay. Sounds like your mother is an interesting person.
She's a great warrior.
What is her name?
Lillian the Mighty.
Lillian the Mighty. That's quite interesting. So yes, I think we should quickly go to the docks. Don't you think? Now that we've geared up.
Mm-hmm.
He flourishes his blade. My goodness, yes!
My, you look like you're quite gifted with a sword yourself.
Oh,
Should we visit the kitchen?
Yes.
supplies, yes, rations and such.
Yes.
Tao's already leading the way. Which way is it? Which way?
Down the stairs to the right, and be careful of Monty.
Who's Monty?
Oh, just a pup, really.
A pup of what? Like a normal dog, or is Monty like a dire wolf?
Dire wolf? What on earth? No, just a pup. And as you enter the kitchen, you are you are attacked by vicious barks as you enter the kitchen, and that's where we will take our short break.
Where
We'll take a short break here, everyone. Do as we do, especially if you've been with us from the beginning. Get up, stretch, take a bio, grab a drink, do all them things. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Check out while we are away. We're gonna bring up the imagery of the Hero Forge poster child. I hope you have. I hope you've seen this. If you haven't, go and check out their Kickstarter. It's been going very well. They're about to hit 1.7 million. It's almost guaranteed at this point, in earnest. Add a random media source. This will be fine. There we go. So this is going to be... Oh, damn it. There it is. So check out that. Head over to the Kickstarter. It's been amazing. And we will see you in 5 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Our fearless crew of rugged pirates and villains and gruffians are stealing from a mansion with the aid of the young lad. It seems perhaps perhaps future nobility, lined up to be future nobility himself, Bilius, the tiefling. The tiefling, I think it's fair to say, dandy, with dreams of big adventures. We left as they were attacked in the kitchen by a dog, most angry. As it charges towards you, you see this chihuahua yipping at your heels.
Of course.
Thanks for the sub, Anixta. Anixta, you have an advantage to gift to a player of your choice.
I'm gonna try to pet.
Yip.
Oh, puppy, you're so cute. Oh, look at your little face. Can I try to animal check that?
Yeah! Run me an animal handling. $14's pretty good. As it, like... Go on.
I'm gonna try pet her or him and make him feel better and be like, "Aren't you just a cute little puppy? Don't you want to calm down?" Calming down would be fantastic.
It never stops yipping, but as you stroking it, it does roll over and let you scratch its belly. Yip, 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 yip.
This'll do. Somebody want to get the provisions while I take care of this pup.
Yep. Already.
Yip, 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 yip.
Yep.
Of course you can give the chihuahua an advantage.
What?
Its name, we call it Monty, Montgomery Pindlesoons the Third. We call him Monty for short.
Oh, good.
So cute.
Montgomery would be difficult to say when you're angry.
I don't know, I think it gets quite good when you're full of bluster.
What does it sound like when you say it, Bilius? Have you ever yelled at Monty?
Oh, no, never. It's such a good little dog. He only attacks a little. But you should
Only
hear
a little?
Mother yell. She can't stand disobedience.
Oh, really?
Fun.
Let's get those supplies.
But, you know, she's used to training war beasts and stuff like that, so...
Why would a woman who trains war beasts keep this little beastie around?
Oh, this is for me and Father.
Oh, this is your pup.
Well, kind of. It's mostly Father's. He walks it and feeds it, and I stroke it now and then.
Oh, it's very good pup.
Yip, 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 yip.
What's in the adjoining room to the kitchen?
A large dining room.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand watch outside the kitchen while you gather provisions just to make sure we're safe. And I'm gonna loot the shit out of that dining room.
All the forks are already gone.
Can't say much for Finian, but we can say that the forks are with him.
So Tao, shall you and I gather up some food and maybe see if there's any bit of jerky for this lovely pup, Monty?
Yep. Just into sack. If it's a solid and edible, it's going in the bag.
We usually feed Monty prime cut steak.
Oh, steak! My goodness, what a healthy appetite Monty has.
Only the best.
Of course.
I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
happens
stick-
to the rest.
I'm gonna stick my head through the door and be like, "Don't forget to bring spices." And just keep looting.
I mean, that's a good point. Spice trade.
Captain, you know I would never forget.
You're right. You just hear like clinkety clank in the other room. I tripped. Sorry.
Oh no, bother.
Oh my.
The building shakes as another peal of cannon fire reels off. This time, the first shot hitting the building. You hear a loud explosion from upstairs. Oh! Oh my, do you think we'll be okay?
Of
You might
course,
wanna-
of course we will, Bilius.
We might want to finish gathering supplies, though, and head out soon.
I'm with Finian. We should get to the docks.
Yes. I'm with you
Here's-
too, Finian. Ha!
Didn't ask. I'm just gonna, instead of plundering, I'm just gonna like rearrange the entire kitchen to be as obnoxious as possible. Like put, I guess, the knives as far away from the rest of like the cooking, like the cabinets as possible, and just put random things in random areas.
By all means. The only thing that Bilius takes from this room is one spice, one small box of spice.
What is that, Bilius?
Oh, it's the best spice has ever been. It makes everything taste better, especially carrots.
That's impressive. Carrots are the worst.
Oh no, this is brilliant. It just brings the sweetness right out. They call it sugar.
Sugar, you say? That sounds lovely. Where did your family get this sugar?
That's a fantastic question. I don't know.
Let's find out. On the boat. Let's go there.
Onward!
A land of dreams and sugar.
Oh, dreams and sugar. That's amazing. As you head out of the mansion, the manor, the mist is receding. With it are the skeletons. Hang on a second. This ain't right. I wonder, would that be eerie enough? No. With... No, that's not the right track either. Hey, everyone. Hey.
You can do it.
There it is. With the receding mist recedes the skeleton crews as well, dragging bodies of the dead. They are taking the dead back to their ship.
New crewmates. Practical.
I don't
Oh
feel
my.
very good about this at all. I kind of have a bad feeling about this, actually.
Should I try to get rid of some of them?
They're already receding.
There's like you can see across the whole town, there's at least 50 of them.
Maybe you should get rid of those.
Yeah, sure. Don't let me stop you.
I'm gonna cast Turn Undead in hopes to or use my channel divinity and do Turn Undead and attempt to destroy some of them. So,
Okay, can you ping the turn undead?
Yeah. So
Destroy undead.
it's a Wisdom saving throw, and the DC is 15, I believe.
Okay. Oh, these are not the most wisdomous. And the destroy undead, that makes this a destroy instead of a turn, right?
Yeah, it's any creature with CR of 1/2 or lower, which I think that skeletons fall into.
These do. Dead. Not dead. Not dead. Not dead. What's the range?
Oh wait,
Within
dead.
30 feet.
Dead for that one.
Dead for that one?
Yeah, it's 15.
Dead for that one. So,
It's 30 feet
We'll
range.
chuck a couple more in. You see a large amount of the skeletons immediately just obliterate away, dropping the dead they are dragging. The two that succeed see this happen and also turn and run anyway. It almost looks as though the turn undead had worked without the destroy as they make haste away from you.
And now there's a lot less bodies for them to drag onto the ship. So
That was
Andy.
brilliant.
hopefully their crew won't be so split.
That was a brilliant idea.
What I can do. I don't know why. I just can do it. Doesn't make any sense.
I feel like that'd be an incredibly handy trick.
It is quite a bit cleaner than the way I destroy undead. Smashing.
Yeah, you can get splinters from the way Tao does it, but it's very effective.
Shin
She like
splints?
me is. Ah,
All the splints.
but like me, she also is able to make spare ribs.
Indeed.
With a bit of paprika.
Got those spices. And now that we have these spices, should we continue on to the boat, or do we want to do some recognizance and watch what these undead are up to?
I think we should at least secure a vessel and then
Yes.
potentially.
Okay, let's
I
go
think
secure
that-
it.
That's a good plan.
Come on, Bilius.
I've never been on a boat before.
You're gonna love this.
Yes, you're in for an adventure.
His eyes go really big, like anime big. The Hercules that you can see in dock is a large vessel, a dwarven ironclad. As I said, did I say was the Hercules the dwarven ironclad, or was it the brig? It was the dwarven ironclad. Yeah. You can see there is a gun deck, a 12 carronade battery, on both sides. There are 4 carronades on the stern. To have this ship running efficiently, you will need a captain, a first mate, a helmsman, a lookout, and 28 gunners who also work as other hands. You can see the ship is covered in metals and oils, and it is fire retardant. Its hull is fortified with a large ram on the front. You can see with a full crew, this would have an impressive broadside.
Are there any crew on board?
Currently, no.
Are there any, like, scared townsfolk about?
Anyone looking for townsfolk can make me a perception or investigation check.
I will.
Ooh.
Proceed.
Oh my damn!
Oh wow! You see everyone.
So, with your combined nat 20 perceptions there, Burris and Tau, yeah, alright. I'll give you a crew that haven't been attacked. The orphanage looks untouched. Here, take that nat 20 and have a moral dilemma to go with it.
Oh.
Captain.
Well,
Gesture.
I mean, if we're going to hell anyway, we might as well go in style.
I
And
do
to
like the way you
think-
think.
To think they'll have opportunities for employment, and no one We'll miss them if things go wrong. I grew up on the streets. I know how it works.
Oh boy.
Oh my, I wasn't gonna go quite that far, but I mean, we're already
Here.
Oh, well, when in Rome.
I feel like it's our moral obligation to save these children from this terrible port town.
I mean, it gets attacked. It gets attacked by undead at least once.
Yeah. we should save them. We gotta.
Most of the adults are dead. They have no one to care for them.
Yes.
We're going to go to the orphanage and recruit. It's fine.
As you enter the orphanage, now this will have no meaning to your characters, but there is a woman in there who cannot be the same woman. It must be a reincarnation, maybe a cousin or a daughter or granddaughter or maybe an ancestor of Fire Up. But you see a woman with a grey bun tied back, a couple of teeth, old woman, and in this orphanage there are maybe 10 kids from age 11 to 16.
Find them all good homes at some port.
And she turns as you enter. Who goes there? Now you're not skeletons, are you?
Oh no, ma'am. We're sailors, and we're looking to employ some youngins.
Many of the sailors have died in this very recent attack, and all of our crews are incredibly unmanned. We could really use some able-bodied assistance to help with this skeleton onslaught.
Yes.
It's about time you turned up. I wondered when someone was going to come and save us. We've been stuck here, waiting for rescue for hours since the first peal of gunfire rolled across the bay.
Fear not.
Yes.
Help is here. We beat back the skeletons.
I destroyed so many of them.
All right. So what, we taking a ship, are we?
We are. Follow us!
She starts, like, pulling a shoal on. Been some years since I've been sailing.
Maybe.
But I'm a good cook.
Good.
So how many children do you have here?
Oh, just these.
Okay, I guess.
Are we gonna be taking her along as well? Are there other children that need you here?
Nope.
Captain, it might not be a bad idea to bring someone who knows how to take care of children along.
Ooh.
Yes.
There's been a chill on since that fog rolled in.
Terrible chill.
Indeed. Here, have a cloak. And I'll pull one of the cloaks from the closet out and drape it around her.
Oh, this is very fine.
Yes, it is indeed. All right.
And what's your name?
Rosie.
Rosie. Lovely name. Well, we're headed down to the ships now, so if you want to gather the children?
No problem. Paddy, Lucy, Ross, Ben, Susan, Ermintrude, and Ducky. Come on, let's go.
Ducky is my favorite already.
We let him choose his own name. He went for Ducky. Come on then, off we go. And she called out their names in oldest down to youngest.
Oh, Ducky's so little. Protect Ducky.
Ducky brings with him a teddy bear and a blanket.
Oh, Ducky.
He may be 11, but he thematically looks 6.
Oh, I feel worse.
I feel like we just kidnapped the Von Trapp children. Do they break into song?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
Oh, we'll teach him some she shanties.
Oh, I used
Okay.
to sing in my past.
Billius,
do
do you
have a
know any
lute.
songs?
I'm sure you have a lovely voice.
I'm sure if someone was to give me a harpsichord, I could maybe play a little jingle.
Let's
Shockingly,
wait
a
until
harpsichord.
we're on board the ship before we pull out the music and make sure we're safe.
Oh, fine. And Breris puts her loot back in her bag.
Not you, not you. You can do things with that.
If you can
Oh.
walk and play, that's great. Don't let
Yes.
me stop you.
I'm going to play this lovely shanty that I just made up called We're Going to the Boats, to the Boats, to the Boats. We're going to the boats right now. Quickly, 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 quickly. Now.
Oh, catchy. Easy
What was
to remember.
Bilius turns and is like, "What was your inspiration?"
Oh, fear. I just thought of how I feel when I am truly full of fear.
I say we go to the boats.
I keep playing the song as we walk down there.
So I guess, yeah, we go towards Hercules.
I just realized Ducky's probably the same height as us.
Oh, yes.
It's a dwarven
Yeah,
ship. It'll work.
I think the reason Ducky looks so young is because Ducky is a dwarf and they age slower. So yeah.
I mean, he'll be on a dwarven ship. So it'll work.
Yeah.
He'll
When-
fit right in.
Do you know what? Let's throw some foreboding on here. When Ducky sees the ship, his eyes go wide, his pupils go small, and he pales.
Ducky, what's on your mind?
Oh, he won't talk, dearie. He hasn't talked since we found him.
Found him? Where did you find him?
Oh,
And
you
he
know.
hasn't talked. And if he hasn't talked since you found him, how do you know his name is Ducky?
Well, we said you can pick your own name. What do you want to pick? We held up a bunch of, like, respectable names, and instead he pointed to a toy duck.
Oh. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yes. So, okay, well, so now we've figured that out. Well, Ducky seems a bit concerned about this ship, but we need to keep moving, so I'm just going to give him an encouraging shove.
Ducky stumbles and falls.
Oh, I'm gonna pick him up. No, Ducky.
I think Ducky stands only 2 foot tall.
I'm gonna lift him up and kind of brush off dirt and shit. Be like, we're gonna be okay. Don't worry.
He
We'll
does not
protect
cry.
you."
He continues to stare at the ship wide-eyed.
Buddy.
Wish I prepared some calming emotions. It'll be okay. I just pat him reassuringly. It'll be okay, Ducky.
I guess we'll try to board.
Yes.
You can. You board the ship, and the ship operates as ships do. You have all of the things you expect to have on this ship. You have it has 2 masts. On the main deck, a large hold. Its hold, in fact, holds looks as though it can hold somewhere around 15,000 tons. A huge hold. Again, the reinforced bow, gun deck, and it even has a small poop deck up top where the helm is.
let's get this baby shipped off to sea. Off to sea. Off to sea.
Guess we'll. Oh man, I know so many terms in Danish, but I know not enough terms in English for all this boat stuff. So let's.
Tao
I
has
understand
served
it.
as your first mate before, so whatever you say, Tao would understand, no matter what language it is in.
Yeah, let's get off the shit. Just get the rope in, whatever the word is for that, so we're not tethered to this shitty bridge anymore, and let's get. Yeah.
Okay.
Get the diggity doo dah out of here. Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can start. You can start moving along. The ship will go. The kids. Some of them seem to be able deckhands. They're from a fishing village, after all, and it seems Rosie is happy to regale you all with the fact that they often help out sailors and the fishers of the village. So they
Okay, so this isn't their first time. Let's see. That's good.
Oh no, we wouldn't get anywhere if the kids didn't work for a living at the orphanage. Oh no. What, you think people give us money out of their pocket? No, we'd all be starving.
Well, they can certainly make a living and get some skills. And we'll be good.
Yes. I won't lie to you. I've noticed she eyes the burlap sacks that Finian and Amoya are carrying. I've noticed that perhaps you're not quite privateers, shall we say, or rather you're the more ventureful kind.
What? I don't know what you would be referring to, Miss Rosie.
This is just forks. This is just silverware.
We
Of
do
course,
need cutlery.
Of course. But, I would just simply say that, you know, the nice thing about children is they can often be seen and not heard, or sometimes heard and not seen. Or sometimes both.
Mm-hmm.
They're very light. Even their fingers.
Are we about to establish a thieves guild on this boat that we're stealing?
I am all for it!
So, Rosie, do you have any experience with nimble fingers?
Do any of you understand thieves' cant?
I don't think so, no.
I don't think I do either.
No.
Then what she will say to you sounds like a jumble of words that maybe make sense. It's been a number of years since I've been on the apples and pears. I used to round about the eggnog, but I didn't really like to make too much of it, you know? Especially not with old Charlie Harris going round with all the burly-bungy.
Uh-huh. Sure. So you could train the kids. Maybe.
I think they've already been trained. I
She
think
gives
that's how
you
they're surviving.
Her one yellow tooth with brown spots grins at you.
Oh, you have a lovely smile, Miss Rosie.
I like
We're gonna
her.
be
I'm so glad that we brought the
fast
whole crew.
friends. Yes. Fast friends indeed. Let's get out of here. Is the big ghost ship gone?
No.
So let's get the.
You can see ropes being pulled up by skeletal hands. They're
Maybe.
pulling the bodies up onto the ship.
Maybe we should wait till they go and we go in the opposite direction.
I mean, I know a place. It's a nice little cove, safe. We can go there. It's north.
think that sounds like a great plan.
The
Once
the cove is known as Rum Cove.
Rum Cove. Oh, I'm
Oh,
aware
sugar.
of it.
So sugar.
We love sugar.
Yes. Excellent.
We do love sugar.
Sorry, Billy, is that sugar? What's sugar got to do with rum?
They use
I've
it
never
in
had
rum.
rum.
Oh, Bilious.
Oh, we're gonna teach you so much.
I mean,
Yes.
I've
You are
enjoyed a
so-
nice Sauvignon Blanc and the occasional Pinot Noir, though usually in winter. I quite like Rioja, and sometimes Father brings home Spanish brandy.
Ooh. Rum
Good
is made
taster.
from sugar.
Oh,
Yes. Sugar canes, if I remember correctly.
So, why don't you watch what all the children and us are doing, Bilious? Because this is all important part of sailing. We're untethering the boat. We're gonna go out onto sea, and we're gonna go to sea at the opposite direction of the big scary boat. That apparently we
Unless it goes north, then we'll follow.
so what should I do then? Just stand up here by the wheel, or should I swab the deck, Captain?
You know what, Bilious? That would be lovely if you would do that. Go find a mop and a bucket. That would be great.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you could also plot out just like the ship layout so we know what we're working with.
Yes, that would actually be more helpful.
Certainly, I'll do that. Yeah, no problem. And
You can go explore the ship.
he finds a mop and bucket. The mop and bucket are filthy. And as he swabs the deck, he makes the deck dirtier than it appears. But anyone who pays attention to him would see him swab, swab, swab. Prestidigitate, swab, swab, swab. Prestidigitate, swab, swab, swab.
So he's got some skills.
That's something.
Oh, he's so precious.
Yeah. We're gonna corrupt him.
We did
gonna be-
just. We did just take on an entire army of thieving orphans.
Yep, children.
Can
We're-
we teach Bilious curse words? Can we please teach Bilious so many curse words?
I would like you to do that, yes.
Oh, excellent.
As we're out at sea, at some point, Breris starts teaching the orphans how to load the cannons, and she has a beautiful song that goes, "Cannon, balls and gunpowder, gunpowder, cannon, balls and gunpowder, gunpowder. That's how you load the cannons. You'll light the little fiery thing, and then it goes boom."
I imagine the kids being like, boo!
So with the kids, you can't have a full broadside, but we'll say with this training, Breris, give me a performance check. Let's see how much they can absorb.
All right.
Okay. Oh wow, wow. Yeah, all of them can pick this up, which means you can now fire 6 cannons per turn.
Yes. Wonderful.
I'm gonna keep Ducky up by myself on the poop deck.
It turns out Rosie's a wonderful cook.
Excellent.
She turns your rations into reasonable meals, not like the gourmet stuff you'd expect to find at a mansion, but rather thick stews that put hair on your chest, and she even somehow manages to make a pie.
What was Bilious doing on this food?
He looks a bit belabored, but he's taking it well. He's like, well, it's all part of adventuring, right? My gosh, this is heavy.
Tao will go around and basically check on the kids with all of the ship stuff. She would know how to navigate around all of that, and she would teach anyone that needs help learning.
So there's definitely a moment where Bilius is looking at. I imagine you've given him a belaying pin at some point, and he's just kind of looking at it. Like, so is this a weapon?
DM, is it a weapon? I don't know
No.
anything about.
A belaying pin is something that you put into a rail to tie yourself off to in emergencies, or just to hold ropes. You tend to do a double figure eight around it, and it will hold securely.
Tao says that.
Bilius will remember this.
Uh-oh.
We pull into Rum Cove.
Whew.
Rum Cove is a wreck. Rum Cove is usually a wreck, but it doesn't normally have holes in the buildings and smoke rising.
Oh no.
I think maybe the ghost ship came from here to here and then went up that way.
Well, shit.
However, you can hear singing rolling across the bay. Oh, Billy Riley was a dancing master. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh. And so on, so forth.
Well, I
there's
guess
someone that survived.
we better check it out.
All right, everyone, we're going to be pulling into port. I don't know if we're going to anchor out here and then go in, or if we're going to take the whole ship into the dock.
Is it deep enough to go all the way?
It would probably be best to take a boat in.
Is there a rowboat?
Of course. There are 10, which can hold 10 people.
Should we leave Rosie and a couple of the orphans here on the ship to protect it in case, some of our friends who aren't quite as kind come by?
Mm-hmm.
Rosie, I trust you know what to do in these situations.
Anyone comes on board without your express permission, I peel their figgin.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There we go.
I like you, Rosie.
As she pulls her shawl around her a little bit more. Ooh.
I guess we go check it out.
As you row onto the bay, you can see just one man running towards. Top hat. Just one man running towards you, unfortunately unhatted.
Oh no, he lost his hat in the attack.
He runs towards you. Hi! Hey, you! I see you're sailing.
A bit.
That is him.
Who are you?
Go. Hello. Oh yeah, nice to meet you. My name is Johnny. Cabin Johnny, if you don't mind. Cabin Johnny Deep.
Of what?
The boat got sunk.
So, captain of what?
Captain of a
Rum.
sunken ship.
Yes.
Do you have a crew?
Well, kind of.
What do you mean kind of have?
Well,
Crew.
I haven't met a monster yet that I can't persuade to come along with me.
Oh. That's a skill.
Yeah.
So where are they?
Well, when that there ship turned up, they all kind of fled. A bit of a rough go of it, to be honest. I was there happily getting drunk in the bar when the bar started exploding around me. Fortunately, I also happened to be bloody lucky.
Are you the only survivor of this attack?
Nah, can't be.
How long have you been drunk?
I remember something about a wedding, but that was like 6 years ago. I don't think I was sober then. Maybe I was.
Well,
This has been insightful. Uh,
pleasure to meet you. Captain Amoya here.
Captain Amoya, do you happen to need a bloke what knows the sea and is bloody lucky?
I can always use more people.
I want to take down that ghost ship. It stole everything from me what I didn't have already.
Oh, we got so much shit out of that ghost ship. That came in clutch. Sure. But I think we might want to look for survivors. Like, I know a few people who I might want to check up on. Maybe. So yeah, that's our boat, that over there. Big one. If you go on board without me telling my crew that it's okay, they will flay you.
All right.
And that's not very lucky, is it?
How about we have a little bet?
How about we don't?
I don't know, it's all be in good fun. I'll go along to your crew, with your permission, but without them knowing it. And let's see if they flay me.
You can't kill any of them.
I have never raised my blade against anyone in my life. And that's true.
you're a special one.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, sure.
Well, what's the
You
bet?
need a-
What's the wager? What's the prize? I get to be captain.
No. If you don't die, you can join the crew.
All right then. And this chap walks past you. As he walks past, you may notice gills. Actually, you don't. No, sorry, you don't. You may notice that he looks a little bit wet. As it turns out, he is a I've forgotten the bloody name of him.
Ganassi?
Thank you. He is a water ganassi. He dives into the water and bolts away at surprising speed. From the water, you hear, "Oh, Billy Riley, oh." He sings underwater.
He's a weirdo. He might
Like
be,
him.
Yeah, he might be good.
At the very least, he might be a good bit of cannon fodder if we get into a fight.
He can be a good ducky shield.
Yes. Yes.
Captain, I've got a bad feeling about him.
Me too. It's exciting, isn't it?
All right, let's search for some survivors. See what we can find.
Let's search for some supplies too. We have more mouths to feed.
Oh, yes.
Are you gonna just steal all the forks from every building in this?
No. I just kind of take a little something from everywhere, just to make sure that they don't have it anymore.
A collector. Interesting.
Sometimes it's shoes, but only one shoe. Sometimes it's forks.
You're quite chaos incarnate, aren't you?
A little.
All right. Also, are there any other boats around? Are there any boats at the port, in the dock, anything?
There are some scuttled ships in the dock. You can see masts peeking out of the water. a bow here and there, just peeking out. Nothing seaworthy.
I'm gonna actually run down to the docks and see if I can find any ship named the Vale. The Vale is where my crew was, or the crew I was a part of. I'm curious to see if they survived.
Make me an investigation check. On a 16, you do not
Yeah.
find a ship known as the Vale.
Alright. Onward to look for other survivors then.
And you will begin to bring together a crew. Okay, now, I think we're going to find 20 people hiding in the wreckages of these buildings. We're going to go around and you're going to tell me about them. Oh god, what am I letting myself in for here? So we're gonna go around. We're gonna make crewmen. We should be able to go around 4 times and have a full crew of 20. I'll start. You find a young gentleman who dresses in ruined dandy's clothes, known as Billy. Billy's the only name he'll give you. He's a human. He's a deckhand. Stella.
Among the survivors, there is a gnome woman named Charlotte who is a tarot card reader.
Oh. I've heard she's got a deck of many cards.
Yes, she has so many decks of cards.
Ailish?
So there is a human man that's just really, really big, almost built like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but he just really wanted to be a florist, but the flower shop got destroyed.
Oh.
Now he's just looking for work.
What's his name?
Brom.
Oh. From. Jackie?
I find a tabaxi fighter that's actually kind of older. Not necessarily elderly, but older, and his name is Thunder in the Jungle.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Cammy?
Half orc woman who was looking for a new crew, and I guess she'll be good with cannons, and her name is Lila.
Lila. Got it. Background to me, we'll go for a tiefling blackguard who goes by Chantel. They're a common thief. More mugging than stealthy though. Stella?
We find a Kenku wizard who's a drunk by the name of Clay.
Clay, nice. And Ailish?
A tiefling con artist who's really good at sewing and prompts to repair all the sails, and his name is Malachi.
I love the Malachi as well. It's beautiful. Next, Jackie?
A halfling elf, or not halfling, sorry, a half elf. A half elf named Miri, who is a ranger and has been working as a lookout on one of the ships that sunk.
Okay. Cammy?
Earth Genasi woman named Anne Bonny. And she's a great navigator.
I'll see. Navigator. What was the name again? Sorry.
Anne Bonny.
Bonnie. Love it. We are gonna go for a Ladrin.
Ooh.
Buccaneer. Slash swashbuckler. Who says she's as good as her tongue as she is with her blade. No one really knows what that means. She goes by the name Faye. Ironically. Or unironically, depending on how you look at it. Stella.
There's a half-elf woman named Nira, and she is a con artist.
Con artist, lovely. Do the half-elf Mira and the half-elf Miri, are they maybe related?
Yes, they're twins.
Beautiful.
I was gonna go with twins.
Ailish.
Okay, a halfling shopkeep named Violet, and her older sibling was an adventurer and left the house a while ago.
Fantastic. Jackie.
A gnome tinkerer that specializes in making bombs. His name is Squishy.
Aww. Cammy.
Furbolg alchemist who specializes in gunpowder named Scott.
I think gonna be a gunslinger. A drow gunslinger.
Can't keep up with all these.
And his name's gonna be Deckard. Last time around, Stella.
There's a halfling male named Gundo, and he is a paladin. Yeah.
Fantastic.
He doesn't know how he got there.
Life finds a way. Ailish.
A tiefling sorcerer who was a noble, and her name is Farah.
Like Overwatch?
Sure. Yes.
Tiefling sorcerer and noble. Okay. Jackie.
A human with a peg leg who's a boatswain, or the person who like fixes the boats when they're being attacked. And his name is Jackal.
Love that. Love that. Of course, none of you would call him a boatswain. Call him a bosun, of course. You'd call him a bosun.
Bosun, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Can't be saying all that boatswain business. That's too many syllables. Bosun, much less syllables.
Bosun.
How do you think you in nautical terms? How do you think you pronounce forecastle?
Foxel?
Foxel. Cammy.
Oh boy. What are those jackal races?
Oh,
Noel.
Noel, thank you. Yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
A knoll, Yeah, what is an old woman who is good with sales? Named Cricket.
Cricket.
That's really cute.
Beautiful. We have a whole crew. The Hercules crew. All there.
A little bit of a ragtag bunch.
But you find all these people hiding amongst the debris. And you have a full crew. As you all head back to the ship. Let's see how well Johnny did. I'll have to import his official character sheet. I'm doing this from memory at the minute. This is one of my favorite characters from a couple of seasons ago. He did okay. Against Rosie's wisdom. Yeah, no, she wasn't having any of it. When you come back, Rosie, she hasn't peeled his figgin, as she said. But when you come back, he is up against the mast, and she has a blade against his throat and another blade against another part of his body. He's not dead, but he's he's making a lot of very, very persuasive arguments to not be. And when you alight, she's like, welcome back, Captain. This one came aboard. He tried to woo me.
Oh, did he now? Well, Johnny, I guess you've met Rosie.
Yeah, I met Rosie. If you could remove that blade from...
Oh, well, you're not played, so I guess you can join the crew.
Oh, thank you. Shall I let him down then, miss?
What the hell?
What the hell, as in kill him, or...?
No, I let him go.
Oh right, okay. And she withdraws the blade. You can see there's a line on his neck where he has been cut, but not too sharp. The blades disappear about Rosie's shawl.
So, Johnny, what did you learn?
I don't like learning. That's what they do in schools, right? To punish kids.
No, it's what happens in life. You learn every day.
I'd say you're not drinking enough rum, personally.
Okay, don't fuck with Rosie. Is the
Don't.
lesson here.
Don't fuck with Rosie. Rosie, I will never fuck with you, madame.
And he does a deep bow, sweeping his hat off and then placing it back on his head.
Mm.
All right. Well, Captain, we seem to have a pretty good crew together. Where to next?
Good question.
Storm clouds roll across the bay, unnaturally.
Away from that. I vote away from that.
Yeah, let's maybe get away from that.
Agreed.
From up top, you hear our ranger, Miri, shout down from the crow's nest. Captain, I see a boat in to the southeast.
Does it look skeleton-y?
Yes, Captain.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All hands on deck! Pull the anchor! Run!
There's heaving and hoeing. People get things moving, and you can begin to sail away. I think let's get sailing checks from everyone, but most importantly, the one that's going to really count is from the Captain Amoya, unless you appoint a helmsman.
Who would be a good help? Yes, let's.
Wait, what is the helmsman?
Tao.
The one
Tao.
who steers.
Oh, my first mate.
Tao
That would
then.
be Tao.
Tao, yours is the most important.
Can I use my nat success?
Yes, you
The
can.
dice have been working against me.
They have. It's fair to say they have. You use your natural success, and you are able to steer the ship out as other people come around. Johnny stands up on the poop deck with you all, sort of looking around, going, "Pretty good crew, this actually. I can see how this will work."
Yes, especially the children.
Oh, they kids, are they? I thought they were just halflings or something.
Oh, you really are drunk, huh? This tankard magically appears.
Yeah. He seemed... Johnny has the ability to pull tankards from seemingly nowhere.
What that spell?
That ain't a spell. I just have them. I don't know where they go.
So I guess we're running.
And as you begin rolling away, I think the automatic success, you are able to get away out of the cove and onto the open sea. But the ghost ship is following you.
Oh no, sail away, sail away, sail away.
And we will pick up what happens next week. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming along. We'll have 2 new crew members next week. There'll be 2 of the crew that we picked up this week. We won't be making pre-gens for them. We'll just add them on. Let's go around and talk about who we are and where we can find each other. We're also going to talk about our sponsors, tell you our social links, and then we're going to go on a raid. So stick around. Oh, wait, actually, are we going to go on a raid or am I going to play games in between? We're going to go around and talk about things, and then I'm going to talk about whether I'm going to play games in between. Or whether I'm gonna raid. We'll figure it out. Let's start this time with... Who did I start with last time? Which way around did I go? Let's start with Cammy.
Okay, I'm Cammy. You can find me on Twitter with my name like it is up there. I do art sometimes, and I have a Redbubble store where I sell these notebooks and shit like that. So check it out.
Au contraire, it's not shit. Cammy's stuff, I love Cammy's artwork. The few characters you've made from our campaign, from our one-shots, I don't think you've done any for this one yet, have you?
Nah.
No, but the ones you've made for previous one-shots have always brought a big smile to my face.
Yeah, I just feel like I gotta, you know?
I feel like that's how it often happens. And that's why it's so hard to work with artists, by the way. Like, people tell you that, like, people don't pay artists and it's cruel and stuff. But let me tell you, as someone who wants to pay artists, it's hard. They don't want paying half the time. Oh, no, I took too long. I'll give you that one for free. I hear that so often.
Oh, wow.
I never go through. I always pay my artists. Next around, we have sometimes, if you ever hang out, I commissioned a piece from Oh Baby 190 or just Oh Baby now Rachel. I had to literally donate via Twitch. That's how I had to get around it because they were just anyway. Throw money at her. She deserves it. Next around, let's go to Lucky Halfling Jackie. Oh hi.
Oh, hi! I'm Lucky Halfling on Twitter. I am a co-host of a podcast called Meeple Skills, where we review board games and talk about RPGs, and we try to talk about different things that are coming out on Kickstarter. Our newest episode, our December episode went up like last week, and the January episode should hopefully be going up next week, but please check us out. We're part of the Project-Nerd Network.
Fantastic. If you have a link, you can feel free to put that in chat or put it in the Zoom chat, and I'll copy and paste it across for you. You do. Look at you prepared. I love that. There we go, everyone. Go and check that out right now. Next around, we have Ailish at Mahu IE.
Hi guys, you can find me on Twitter at Maho Maho E, Maho something. It does, I love it all. And watch You can find me there screaming about how much I love all the Mage Hand Press and Dark Matter and tankards and taverns and all the good stuff.
Yeah. I got to play with Ailish in real life at PAX U. It was by far one of the most fun games I've played for a long time. It was great.
It's so good.
It was. Lastly around, we have Stella Luna.
Hello, hello! I am Stella Luna. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I do things of the artsy-fartsy kind, and also various types of TTRPGs. I do funky D&D games like Pokemon D&D, Dungeons and Doggies. We just started a Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign. You can find all that at my channel here on Twitch, and I had fun. Thank you so much again, as always, for wonderful cast and another awesome game.
I can tell this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. As for me, everyone, check out my social links. We've got Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Go and check them all out. Discord, be a part of the family. Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. My list is actually pretty low at the minute. If you get in quick, I might be able to fit you in this season. If you don't get in quick, then there's always next season. We've got maybe like 4 weeks left, so something like 20 games. So yeah, I should be able to get some of you in if you get in there. There's usually people who don't answer anyway. So yeah, send me a DM. We'll probably get you in this season. And YouTube, you can go and catch up on all the other ones. This is the first episode of this mini-series. There'll be 4 parts to this this pirate campaign, so I guess I should think of some overriding plot. Yeah, you can go and check out the other games as well. We did Dark Matter first and then Weird West last. And Dark Matter got real spoopy and weird at the end. I don't know what happened there. But also there was the priceless moment when Stella told someone not to push too hard. Which is my favorite clip of all time.
The context is that I was an amoeboid, so I was an amorphous person. Okay.
I don't think we are going to go on a raid. I think I'm going to fill the time in between. I'm going to play a game. We've got like 3 hours until Doors of Daenerys, so that's plenty of time to get in some decent gaming of gameplay of some kind or another. So we'll do some of that. I'm going to take a quick break though, so we'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to go and tell my wife I love her and have a cup of tea. And then I'll be back. Also, I need to schedule some tweets, because apparently I didn't schedule any of the live tweets for today's shows. So this might be a hot second break. In fact, I'm going to put a timer down of probably at least 20 minutes. Probably at least 20 minutes. I'll leave this dramatic music on there, because why not? It sounds great, right? Everyone loves this music. Until next time, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions, and we'll see you very soon.